Welcome back. I'm very excited today to have the man chef, Peter Graben, with us. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. So, Peter Graben Catering, what is that about?
We've been in the catering business for a long, long time with a unique clients, and we've done it since 1970, very successfully, and it's been very, very great fun, and made a lot of friends from it, lifetime friends from our catering business.
Well, I bet it's years and years and years,
years
right?
And years.
And you, any type of event,
any type of
weddings,
event. Primarily,
everything.
we do any type of event, basically, but mostly it's all for kosher catering, which we do.
Oh, very
mostly
nice.
Kosher.
Now, I detect an accent. Where is that from?
From Glasgow, Scotland, originally.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah.
Now, man chef, talk to me about how you got labeled the man chef.
Well, what we decided, we were looking for something else to do. We didn't have enough to do. We were looking for some excitement. And it came, we were talking, and one friend of mine said, Peter, you know, I sit at home all day and watched cooking shows. I don't know how to cook. I said, well, maybe I should open up a cooking school, was his suggestion. It's a couple of years ago. So we started with Man Chef. My daughter, Sari, came up with the name Man Chef.
Okay.
And we proceeded. So what we do is, we have a very mixed group of people. We have ages from about 22, 24, up to late 70s. All mixed up, different nights, wonderful. Some people just want to learn how to cook. Actually, my good friend, who's also my accountant, his wife said, Peter, you're better than a marriage counselor. I taught his wife how to cook, his husband how to cook. And all kinds of people, all kinds of situations, and it's just great fun, just terrific.
Very fun. So it's a group of you get that together all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, man chef, what are we making today?
Today we're making a goat cheese and tomato galette.
Ah, I love goat cheese, love tomato. What's a galette?
Basically, a galette is like a pizza. It's like a homemade country-style pizza, which you can put in whatever your imagination allows, you can put into it. Okay. Today we're doing tomato and goat cheese. You can do it with sweet potatoes, chicken, and wild mushrooms. You can do anything, whatever your imagination allows, and you bake it in the oven, and it's a real treat.
Okay, so let's get started.
Okay, let's get started. First, we have the pastry, which I did make before. Very first thing, which I do teach the guys at Man Chef, always put a damp cloth underneath your board.
Oh, why?
Doesn't slide.
So it doesn't slide.
Doesn't slide, and you don't cut yourself. Okay.
Okay.
So this is it.
And now to make this dough or whatever, it's just what, water and
butter and flour, salt and pepper, a little bit of lemon juice, and either white wine or white vinegar.
Okay.
And that's it.
And just mix it all up.
You mix it all up.
In. Okay.
You roll this out.
Now, do you teach this at your Man Chef?
Absolutely, but it's not the first class.
Yeah, it might be a little tricky.
No, the guys managed it, and some of my guys are making salmon en croûte and chicken pot pie and all kinds of exciting things.
Oh, wow.
But the first, for example, say tonight we're having a first class, and all we're teaching the guys to cook is a pasta with a fresh salmon through it.
Oh, wow. Now, can anyone join this club?
Anybody can. Anybody can join. With pleasure, anybody can join it. We do not have more than 6 people per class.
Okay.
And the guys come in, and they're taught basic. If you go onto my website, it's actually the curriculum and all the procedures. But what happens is they eat what they cook.
Okay, so, yeah, okay.
Okay, it's flattened out a little bit more, actually.
Now, is that scary for most of them? Because this is a lot of times the first time they've cooked, right?
Not at all. It's not scary.
But you're guiding them, right? So
I'm guiding them. The first one is not hands-on. All the other ones are hands-on.
Okay.
They actually get involved. We're going to cut a 6-inch round. Most people don't have a 6-inch round cutter.
So use your plate.
Side plate. Side plate is always 6 inches. You cut round.
But it's not the size of the plate that matters, is it, Peter?
Okay, all right. We have the goat cheese. The goat cheese, which I have sliced prior, and you slice it with a hot knife so it doesn't stick. You put it in a pan. You brush it with oil, and you bake it in the oven it's spreadable. So what we do is we spread it out on here.
And that's just goat cheese. You can buy that at the grocery store anywhere, right? Goat cheese. I think goat cheese scares people because of this, it's called goat cheese. Like a lot of people are afraid to eat goat cheese because it's called goat cheese.
No, not at all. It's
But
delicious.
it's yeah, it's one of my
Delicious.
favorites for sure.
It really is. This has got a little, excuse me if I use my hands, a little bit, to within 1 inch of the
So leave us
rim.
a rim of about an inch, okay?
Inch. Then you take your tomatoes, which have been salt and peppered, and cut prior. That's a little bit thick.
That looks pretty easy to me, actually.
It's so easy. It really, and I'm not being facetious, but when I do my recipes for the Man Chef, and this is a Man Chef recipe,
Okay.
we sort of dumb them down.
You dumb them down.
We dumb them down so the guys can understand it, all right? Because, okay. And actually, you know, they have such fun with it, and they email me pictures of what they make. And also, they call me at home if they're not sure of something. Which
Well,
is,
I think that, well, we all, as you know, some of the best chefs in the world are men, right? And I think that women today, especially, you know, everyone's busy, and I think that they get a kick out of a man that can cook.
correct, but also a lot of women, you know, are working. The men are also working, but it's a great help. Okay, then you pinch it like this.
Okay. So you make kind of like a little bowl.
Yeah, you pinch it. Do you want to get your hands dirty?
Sure. Let's just keep pinching it.
Just keep pinching it.
Pinching it,
That's
okay.
right. Beautiful. Then we brush. Wait a second. Then we brush it with
Now this is what if this
just
is
eggs.
just eggs.
Just egg. That's all.
Plain, nothing else in
Because
it.
that gives the color. The reason I put it on the inside also is that when the galette cooks, the egg will also cook, and it will hold it together.
Now, Peter, how long is your course? Like if I was
As often as they can come, basically we try and get them in 6 or 7 times, 6 or 7 weeks, so they learn the basics, and then we go on to the next part, just so they learn the basics. Even for argument's sake, something simple like a roast chicken.
okay.
So, what I do is I buy a chicken. I buy chickens for everybody. I charge them a little bit more. I cut 1 in the oven and 1 raw, and each person has his own chicken. I teach them how to salt and pepper and season it and garnish it, and then they take it home with them.
Okay.
They eat the
perfect.
one that I've made, and they take it home and they cook
So
it at
they
home.
actually prepare it.
Yeah, and they take it home, and they love it, and they all call me, "Oh, Peter, the best chicken, blah, blah, blah," because you have to season it properly. Excuse me a second. Just let me get 1 baking tray. Excuse me, just 1 second. Can I?
We've got about 30 seconds
Okay, I will just wait.
before we go to commercial.
Okay, let's go to commercial. So that's what we do. They come 6 or 7 times, 8 times. Some of the guys come longer.
Okay.
Okay, so
So 6 or 7 times we'll get it all done.
got the basics.
Okay. So and then right now for this,
Right
we're
now,
gonna
for this,
actually,
we're going to put it in the oven.
Yep. And then we're like for how long?
For about 20 minutes, half an hour.
Okay, let's get it done. And when
Okay,
we come
can I-
back, we're going to see the results. of
Okay,
our
I have to
Man
get
Chef.
a tray. Okay,
Go ahead.
thank you.
Welcome back. We're with the Man Chef. Okay, so now we've put our croissant, or whatever it is,
Galette.
into the
Galette.
oven. Now it's cooked at what temperature again?
400 for 20 minutes to half hour.
Okay, so through the power and magic of television, go pick up the done.
Okay.
So it comes out looking like this. This is, okay. That's beautiful, actually. And it looks yummy. It looks like a gourmet meal.
Absolutely.
So then, how would one eat this? How do you eat this?
This could be eaten as a main course or with a lovely salad or as an
Okay.
appetizer.
Okay,
And it should be served on a plate and etc. And let me cut it up for you.
okay. So you would cut, okay, so would you serve it cut up, or would
No,
you
I
serve
would serve
it
a whole.
like that?
If it was a
like that?
main
Yeah,
course,
because it looks
with
nicer.
I would serve a whole one, and you can make it smaller if you want also.
Okay. Now this recipe is available, or for more information, you go to manchef.ca.
Correct. Well, it's not. I will post it on Man Chef for you.
Perfect. It's also available on rogerstv.com/daytimetoronto. That is incredible. Thank you very, very much.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much. Great having the Man Chef. Still to come on the show, we've got Fall Fashions with Marks, helping you stay beautiful with tea tree oil with Abundance Beauty. But right now, I went to the Wild Blueberry Festival a couple weeks ago. Have a look.